Fourth quarter, Missouri throwing it deep, throwing it out of bounds.
Nice.
So that makes it 2nd and 10. 3 minutes, 57 seconds left to go.
Sit down, buddy.
So Georgia has been terrible all game. Has finally put together a few drives. Looks concerned. Field goal ain't gonna save them. They've only had one touchdown this whole game, and that was in the first quarter, I believe. Since then, Georgia's held them to somewhere around 15 to 16 field goals.
Yes.
Drops back, looks left, throws deep, throwing it out of bounds. 3rd and 10.
Yes.
They're looking a little desperate right now. Missouri has all their timeouts, so even if Georgia is somehow able to get the ball back, 3rd and 10 here, big down. Oh, yeah, okay, I got you. Sit down there, buddy. I see what you're doing. You doing your show too?
Yeah.
Okay, good job. I like it.
I like it.
I like it.
I like it.
So here we go. Chops back, looks left,
Go.
looks center, throws center, overthrown. Woo! 4th and 10. 4th and 10. That's not a touchdown. Don't spike the phone. Hit the thumbs up, guys. This has been an ugly game. What's up, Michael? Stop yelling, buddy. It's my job. It's my job to yell. You're not allowed to yell. You're 4. Remember? I'm a grown up, so I'm supposed to yell. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
All
right, yeah. You doing your show? All right, do your show. I'm gonna do mine. You're doing a good job. LSU beats Auburn 21-17. Oh, and they punt. Oh, caught it on the 36-yard line. That's what's up right there. Woo! 3:39 to play. Let's see if Georgia can run out the clock. Yeah, they went for 3 straight passes. Keith just posted there. They went for 3 straight passes. I don't know that I'd have went for 3 straight passes. They had a lot of success earlier in the night running the ball against Georgia. They probably should have went with that.
They should went
So,
all right, you gotta hold it like that.
I am holding it like that, buddy. You want to be on my show?
Yeah.
All right, come here. All right, ready? So what do we say?
Go. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You tell them, buddy. All right, love you.
Blah, blah.
I'm doing my show.
You doing your show? Okay, do your show, buddy. So Georgia basically got to hold on. Georgia got to hold on right here against Missouri. I'm going to be the first one to say it if somebody else hadn't already said it. Georgia does not deserve to be first place after this week. This was a terrible performance.
Oh my!
Last week was a bad game.
Someone is calling me.
Okay, we'll sit down and talk to him. Last week was a bad game against Kent State. Georgia didn't do well in that game, but I think Georgia kind of got a little bit of a benefit of a doubt. Georgia's defense, I don't know what to say about Georgia's defense. There's times when it's looked terrible, but they've held them to 1 touchdown and about a bazillion field goals, so I don't know. Georgia took back the lead to Neal, and they forced Missouri to go 3 and out. So, yeah, it's been stressful. It's been an exciting game. I figured I'd be bored with this game by the time it was even halfway over. But go in there. But it has not been that way. Georgia's been upside down for almost the whole game. I don't know what they talked about in practice this past week, but it didn't work.
Hello.
Whew. Hit that thumbs up, guys. I appreciate it. I'm gonna put this phone down for just a second. I'm gonna throw you guys in the floor. I'm gonna throw you guys in the floor. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't know how that happens.
I've seen it all. Well, I've seen as much as I've seen, you know.
Let me turn this
I don't
down.
have favorites, but I do have.
I don't want it to overwhelm the phone.
You know, soccer can be long.
Yeah, it's definitely been stressful. This is the worst game Georgia has played all game. Last comeback after double-digit halftime deficit was in the 2018 Rose Bowl versus Oklahoma. We trailed 31-17 and won it 54-48 in a double overtime. Georgia has a lot of work to do in stopping the run. I was very surprised to see them come out and run and throw 3 straight passes. They should have been able to run the ball. Texas finally held the lead. There you go. Clemson's winning 23-13, so Clemson's having a rough day too. Georgia, Stetson Bennett's 24 for 44. They're going hurry up.
Yep.
They're going hurry up. Handoff. Oh, ran into our own lineman. Jeez, man. Missouri's probably going to call a timeout right here. I've never liked this end of the game stuff where you have to try to manage the clock and all this other stuff. It's frustrating to me. I want points, and Georgia's going to escape here. That's what's going to happen. I don't like it because it feels like we're playing scared. I hate that. I hate playing scared. Offense looked scared most of the game. Defense looked non-existent. We're trying to go hurry up again. This to the side hasn't worked all night. Maybe it'll work now.
Oh my
Put us
gosh.
down. There we go. All right, so we're up to about the 50-yard line, so that helps. What's up, JC? What's up to Neil? My boy Michael Porter. Texas Rocks. Hook. He said hook him. Hook him. What's that? That's a nice little run right there, too. To the leg. He probably could have picked up some more yards. Hadn't to lean into that like that. Dejon. Hush, buddy. No yelling. Moultrie. What you know about Moultrie? Here we go. Hurry up again. Look at Big O getting the block in.
Yeah.
Where's this been all night?
Yeah.
Where's this been all night? Georgia running the clock now, looking good, under 2 minutes. Missouri's going to start calling timeouts.
It was not my controller.
Did Missouri just call a timeout? I think they did. Yeah, they called a timeout. Yeah, so Missouri is trying to keep something alive. Colquitt County, boy, yeah, I know all about Moultrie. I know all about Moultrie. I used to live down that way, buddy. Woo, got a haircut. I ain't used to it yet. Graduated in 96. I graduated in Worth County in 98, man. Not terribly far. We played y'all in football. Boy, that Texas OU game is going to be good, ain't it? Woo! How about Utah beat up on Oregon State? Utah scored 21 points in the fourth quarter, apparently. Woo, it ain't done yet. We ain't out this summer gun yet. Don't even say that. Pastor Davis just hit the thumbs up. He's right about that. Let's not do that, please. You're silly. Let's sit with Sissy. Yep. Hey, come here. Come here. Mommy's trying to get baby Sissy to sleep. Go sit with the big Sissy. Go sit down. There you go, baby. Down the couch. What's up, Goblin? I'm not home in Georgia, but thank you for your show. Hey, man, anytime, man. Glad I can help out. So, I'll tell you the winner. Here we go, 26-22. Right up the gut. Got a first down and then some. Yeah. Just keep pushing through. Dogs went from looking unbeatable to looking lethargic as hell. You right? Don't forget one of these over there. It's right down here somewhere. One over there somewhere. Every several times tonight, man, this wall barely survived. I wanted to just plow through it. Man, you guys are the Hogs are doing a lot better than what they used to do. Give Sam Pittman a few more years and get some recruiting in, get some depth there. He'll be competing much better than he is now. That was still a good game. Michael Corson says I like a competitive game, but no heart attack games there. This one was hurting me, buddy. I easily lost 4 or 5 years tonight. I lost 10 or 15 in the national championship game. That Rose Bowl game a few years ago took a couple years off too, so. Staquavius, as Uncle Lou would say, Staquavius Bennett. His great-grandfather was a moonshiner and a preacher. That's my kind of folks right there. My kind of folks.
I don't even know how that happens.
I think he's pretty much either handing it off or throwing it behind the line here. Georgia's been pretty conservative with his play calling, but maybe it's the depth at Georgia. We finally got their offensive line a little bit tired. He's 24 for 44 for 312 yards passing. So he's got a lot of yards passing, but here we go.
That starts with a B.
Oh, turn up. Man, he's still pushing forward. He still got 4 or 5 or 6
Why was
there.
this not like this all night?
Because their defensive line wasn't tired. They're tired now.
Baby.
Shh. Please get up.
They took another timeout.
Yeah, they're trying to save the clock right here. They're trying to save as much time as they can, hoping they'll get a stop against Georgia. Stetson Bennett talking up Meeks right here. Well, I would rather have bad games against bad opponents and get the problems worked out and figured. You got to keep in mind how young this team is. We're very young, very young. A lot of freshmen out there. There's been a couple of times the ball's been dropped. Stetson's had some bad passes. So, I mean, had a turnover earlier in the game. That hurt us, but the defense has at times looked really good. That trick play on 4th down helped us a lot, too. That field goal fake helped us a lot. No. First half, 10 for 24. Second half, 14 for 20. Looked much better in the second half. But that first half was not good. Missouri definitely had our number in the first half. He's not throwing any interceptions, though, so that's good. Here we go. Drop back. Hand off. Turn up. There you go.
Nice.
He's about 2 yards short. They're out of timeouts. Georgia's going to bleed clock now. Georgia's going to bleed clock. They're going to snap the ball. They're going to get across this first down, and then they're going to kneel it out, and they're going to take the game just like that. You watch. Third down. Y'all can play that third down all you want. You can play that third down all you want. Game's not over yet. Georgia's going to go for it on all 4 downs right here or kick a field goal 1. Where are we at? I don't even know where we're at. Fans do not look excited. They was happy most of the game. No, it don't matter how many minutes that you winning, as long as it matters who's winning the last second of the game. That's what matters. Nobody cares about baseball. Shut up. Georgia called timeout. Good Lord, my arm's getting tired, y'all. I ain't held a phone up like this in a year. Wear me out. We had like 100 people here at halftime because everybody was mad. Everybody wanted to see me cry because Georgia was losing. Now that Georgia's winning, ain't nobody in. I see how y'all are. Alabama should be number 1 after today. This looked terrible today. This is not a number 1 ranked team. This is trash. If Missouri, this is trash. If Missouri's unranked and we beat them by 4, that wouldn't. If you were an unranked team and you beat Missouri by 4, that won't even move you in the top 25. Oh, I wasn't talking to y'all that's in here. I'm talking to those who's going to watch it later. Now, if Georgia somehow messes up, boy, this chat section will be full. In the national championship game, SEC championship game, there's over 1,000 people in there watching me suffer. I appreciate y'all. Not y'all, but the ones that just show up to watch you suffer, man. That's the ones you're like, what are you doing? Here we go. Oh, he got it. That's first down. That's game.
Yes.
Oh, yes, sir. That's game, baby. Woo! All good in the neighborhood. They gonna kneel it out now. They ain't gonna take no chances. You see Kirby Smart. He's like, just kneel it. Get out of here. It's time to go. Take that dub. Take that dub and walk. Woo! He mad. He big mad. I appreciate that, Pastor Dave. Well, I suffered today. Y'all can believe that. Here comes that knee. Down. The hood. Take that knee. That's game, baby. Ain't nothing you can do about it. How about him, dog? That's what you want to hear me say. There you go. Struggle win. Hats off to the Missouri. You guys played a hell of a game. They absolutely made us earn it. Just a great performance by Missouri. They came to play. They had a chip on their shoulder. A lot of respect for those guys. Apparently they're getting better because they played Auburn tight. They played us tight. Georgia's won the last 23 of the last 24 games. 23 of the last 24. So Whew. I don't even know who we got next week, but I got a heart attack coming there in about 30 minutes. Because good night. That was terrible. I want to finish watching the Clemson game and kind of see how that goes. But man, we got Auburn next week. I can't even say anything bad because we played so bad tonight. I don't know what's going on.
Wasn't expected. I see a lot of emotions after this game. We have to fight the way that your team did to get a win on the road. It's expected.
Oh, absolutely. It's a lot of emotions. It's hard in the SEC, guys. Been in this league a long time. There's nothing easy about the SEC. And when you go on the road in the SEC, you better be prepared.
Felt like there was an adjustment.
Chattanooga.
To go more gap scheme run.
For what?
Why was that so effective?
Well, it helped with the penetration they were getting. You know, sometimes penetration can hurt you. You're running some of the zone.
You want me to take you to Chattanooga to get a cat?
All day. Defense, play your hearts out. We got a lot of things to figure out.
One wants to spend $200 on gas to go get a cat. Chop, buddy, I'm gonna fall on you. Yeah. Well, why y'all showing me a picture of a cat? I know what a cat looks like. Georgia in the house. Ooh, hit that thumbs up, guys.
Look at me, Kylie.
He's floofy.
Yeah, he's floofy. We got 3 or 4 cats from right here. Floof one of them up and put him on your head.
Look at me, Mom.
That one likes to sleep on your head.
Mom, look at me.
Yeah, we escaped this one tonight. This was a close game, way closer than it should have been. Georgia's got a lot of work to do, especially at the offensive line position. We couldn't stop the run. We looked like Swiss cheese. Absolutely terrible. Let me cut that off. We had multiple opportunities of that game to get back into it, and we had to fight every single second. The one thing I will say is that at least the team never gave up. They never folded up shop and called it a day. They kept fighting all the way through. They come down to the last quarter of the game, and I think Missouri just got tired. They couldn't stop the run. And Georgia was able to move the ball. If we didn't have players like Brock Bowers and Dominic Blaylock, we wouldn't have been in that game. Stetson Bennett had a terrible first half. Second half was pretty good for him at least. Like he was like 14 or 15 for 21, something like that. Georgia was able to get the touchdown, force Missouri to go 3 and out, and then get the ball back and run the clock out. Played that last quarter very strategically, but man, there's a lot that's got to be done. First of all, Stetson Bennett's got to figure out how to throw the ball to somebody when it's not a mile behind them. Number 2, these guys have to figure out how to catch a ball. Don't know what's going on. I understand we're young, but man, there's a lot of stuff. Yeah. We tried to run the ball earlier, but we were just absolutely getting stuffed. So that's why they went to the pass game, to just try and move down the field. And scoring 3 points and the 6 points, a quarter or whatever, that's not going to cut it against some of these better teams. You got to be able to play. Team looked sloppy first half, extremely sloppy. First 3 quarters of the game, actually. Georgia just kept, I won't even say hanging around, because they weren't hanging around. I would have liked to have seen us go for it on 4th down instead of kick that field goal at the end, but of course I ain't no head coach, so I don't know. But definitely something is amiss. I don't know what it is. What's the deal with Ladd? I don't know. He caught a couple of good passes. I think he dropped 1 or 2. I think some of that's on Stetson, some of that's on Ladd. Stetson cannot continue to have these bad performances. He started out looking really great, and then just kind of looked really bad in the first part of this game, and then he managed to get it together in the second half. But that defensive front was excited to play. There was that one time where Stetson fumbled a ball with that give-take handoff. Somebody block these people. Whenever you see these, whatever, they're here advertising, just block them. We ain't here for that nonsense, sir. Everybody knows how to find that stuff, and they ain't on YouTube looking for it. So, Chattanooga. I ain't going to Chattanooga. Nah. My wife in here trying to get me to go to Chattanooga. No way Georgia keeps the #1 ranking, and they shouldn't. They don't deserve it. Your blood pressure, I'm guessing your blood pressure's through the roof, David. Georgia absolutely should be probably the number 3, maybe number 4 spot, depending on how you look at it. A bad-looking win is still a win. It is. And I'll take bad wins if they come with a national championship, but I'm just telling you, you can't keep playing like that and beat quality opponents. It's just not going to happen. I don't think we'll even be number 2 after 2 back-to-back poor performances like that. I have to look at Ohio State. I think they dominated, but I know Alabama did. So I didn't think Georgia was going to be number 1 this week. So my wife just told me I'm sleeping on the couch. Thanks. Appreciate that. Turn. Then they won't keep doing their thing. Dejon Edwards looked. Hey, buddy. Dejon Edwards looked really good. Georgia's probably a number 3, if not number 4 team right now.
Okay.
I mean, Georgia's defense kept us in that game. I think they only scored 1 touchdown. They had several explosive plays throughout that game.
Okay.
But it was not pretty. Was it 20? I think they scored 22 points. So 10, 13, 16, 19, 22. So 5 field goals. It's terrible. Bama covered with a backup. That backup, I actually think might be better. That backup might be better than Bryce. Yeah, it's good. Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
Sorry.
Thank you. Please don't do that. Well, the good news is that the team showed a lot of heart in being able to play today. So you got to take that away. That was a good. But first win, their first win by trailing by double digits at half since 2018 Rose Bowl. So just shows us that we can come back. No more 40 throws for Stetson. I agree with that. Georgia just couldn't run the ball today and couldn't stop the run. There were too many wide open receivers that Missouri was just hitting. We had no idea where they was at. I think their one touchdown pass was to a wide open guy. He might not be able to throw like Bryce can, but that guy, he's talented. I'm just saying he's good. 2 things casual football fans like perspective and rationality. Georgia has been playing with their food, but they shouldn't show up flat-footed against top tier opponent. I wouldn't say Missouri's a top tier opponent, but I would say for the majority of that, absolutely. Katama, I'm not sure how you say your name. I apologize if I get it wrong. Says big fan of your channel, dude. This is why we love the SEC. Shout out to Camden County. Hope you have a great night. Thank you. Appreciate that. Same to you. Hit the thumbs up. About 70 of you guys in here. We only at about 38. I know we can get that number up a little bit higher. Can you please go sit down and calm down before you hurt yourself? Because you hurt yourself already one time today. Come here. 1. Get up here and sit down. Get up here and sit down.
I want to sit on the couch.
You can sit right here till I'm done, okay? Just stay right there. If you get too excited, you're going to start coughing. They got a huge run. That huge run they got us on was bad, but the penalty Mizzou had at the goal line was make or break for us. No doubt, that penalty was huge for us. There was a couple of penalties that were huge for us. There was absolutely no need for us to play that way. I done asked you twice now. If I have to tell you again, you know what's going to happen. You're going to start coughing, and I'm not going to be happy. Now quit, okay? Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. He's had this cough, and we can't let him get too excited and run around playing because he'll start hacking, and it's just not good. Edwards is most effective on the ground. The O-line needs to stop rotating and keep us starting 5 and 6. Don't fall off, please.
I'm okay.
1. The other big problem we have is that our offensive line was doing a terrible job of stopping their defense. There was multiple times that their guys were in the backfield before basically before the damn ball was ever snapped. They're back there so quick. One time they almost took the handoff. Stetson Bennett should know by now. He's been playing college football long enough that if he lines up and he sees a completely unblocked man on his right, that he doesn't need to stand there and snap the ball and wait to be sacked. That's just dumb. That you have to, when you see that, you have to stop the play and change the play. Because if you don't, you're gonna get killed.
It's boring.
Well, I'm sorry, it's boring. You're welcome to go to sleep. Would you like to go to sleep?
No.
Then wait till I'm done. Thoughts on our secondary. I thought our secondary did okay. I thought that there was a couple of different times that both teams got away with calls, whether it was a pass interference call or whether it was defensive holding or whatever. I think both teams got away with a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
But we definitely need some work.
Okay.
Yeah, Stetson taking our line to court for lack of support. I agree. Forrest Gump is a better quarterback than Stetson Bennett.
Okay.
Stetson Bennett's numbers overall are partly reflective of people dropping the passes. Now, he did throw some bad passes, but that's every quarterback. The other thing is that if our guys aren't getting open because they're running a bad route, that's part of it. If there is
Okay.
Tennessee barely beat Florida, reports their greatness exaggerated. Well, the good news about these two terrible games that we just played is that we have a tremendous amount of tape to show us where our holes and our problems are earlier in the season. That way you're not 8 or 9 or 10 games in and all of a sudden you get exposed. Georgia clearly has a problem being able to run the ball efficiently. Georgia clearly has a problem being able to stop people from getting after Stetson Bennett full time. So it just kind of is what it is. But at the end of the day, Georgia wins. Thank goodness. The streak is alive, so to speak. But yeah, been a heck of a game. We'll be making a video tomorrow, recap on the season. So you guys make sure you show up for that. We'll see you guys real soon. Have a great day. God bless. Go Dogs.